All right, so my irrigation's done, complete. I want to do an overview of what I made, what gallons per minute I have, or gallons per hour, little compressors and drips I have. And so this video is an overview of what I made, what I had left, and how much it cost.
Subscribe and click the like button on Dad and me.
All right, so for these, I did 2 gallons. These are all 1 gallons. So these are all 2 gallons, 1 gallons. The Palm has a 4 gallon. Each one of these Sunshine Ligustrums has 2 gallons all the way across. This one has a 1 gallon because it's so small. I actually put a drip system in here so the water will cycle out. That's a 4 gallon, but it only goes on for 10 minutes, so it'll flush it out. This is adjustable. I just have it adjusted to where it's going to cover the whole area. And then, of course, the purple Vitex has a 4 gallon. Each one of these has a 1 gallon. So that's actually popping. Did she buy a new one? I think she did. Well, anyways, this one and these two. This one had a bad compressor or a bad dripper, and I didn't notice it. So that one's coming back to life. That one was dead and it's coming back to life also. Quicker view. So it's coming back to life. That actually looked like this about a week ago, and now it's coming back to life. I did not put one in here or in these just because I didn't want to route all the way around and then drip. I might do that later, but as of right now, I'm not. So, starting from here, I have the beehive. This is an Orbit's beehive. It's app-based, so you use your app to do everything. It also has a hub inside that it checks. What's cool about that is it does weather. So it'll check the weather and it'll adjust from there. I don't have that on there just for the fact that a lot of my stuff's covered. So I still want it to water. I do 10 minutes 2 times a day at 5 a.m. and 5 p.m. no matter what, for just 10 minutes. So it comes down here through the filter, then tees off, goes down there to the back patio, which I'll show you in a minute. And then this one tees off this way, which you've seen in previous videos. And then that main line actually cuts down here, comes down here, underneath, which you've seen in another video, comes down there, all the way through, tees off, comes around, all the way here, and then drops right here. So in the front, you've seen all the drips, everything in the previous videos, but now you know what I've used for each one. So basically 2s for the bushes and for the roses, 1s for the I forget what they're called. The Palm is 4, up top are 1s. The small little one is a 1 gallon adjustable Vitex 4. At some point I will be teeing down, and I'll tee off to the, zoom in a little bit to here, but I haven't done that yet. This was an awesome project. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of sweat. I'm talking, we're in the 90s now, so that's how it is. Hey, Mom. So, y'all know that this kicks up here, goes around, blah, 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 boom, all the way across. And then each one of these has a 1 gallon dripper on it. And then that is everything. Not bad. Boom, boom, boom. And that is my full drip system as of right now. If I do anything else, it will be only the mailbox, and that'll be a whole new thing. Now for cost, if you did it with the beehive and all the other stuff, you'd be under $200. I think the beehive was, dang, I can't remember how much I paid for that. But before that, if you wanted to do it with the system I had before, with this, you're spending under $200 for all of it. That includes 200 feet of this, and I still have some left. 200 yards of the small stuff, and then that's even, if I take this back, I have 50 feet of the soaker that I haven't used. And look at some of the extra parts that I have left. So I have a bunch of the connectors left. I have some of these, some T's, some shut-off valves, some adapters. Yeah, a bunch of that stuff. And then where the real money comes in is when you get the connectors. And I bought a little bit more connectors. So I have some extra ones of these. This is what goes in the ground, and then the hose goes on top of it. I even have some of these now. These are 2 gallons. So you just connect it, put it in, and then it just drips. And then each one of these is different. I have this one. These are the spikes that go up to 14 gallons a minute, depending on how more you go up and more you make it wide. That's pretty much it. These are just crap stuff that I had to throw away because I modified some stuff. But all of that for under $200, and you can basically do your whole. I did my whole house. If I would think about the stuff that I didn't buy, that was actually under $200. I could do it. You could do it even for less if you get a cheaper one of these orbits. This is a little bit more. I think this is only $36, and it's manual. I got the one with the app, the Beehive. I think that one was $80 or something like that. So you're looking at under $200. The most expensive thing is whatever timer you get. Hell, you can even get it with no timer and just go out there and open it and then have it do it manually, and you save yourself even more money. But everything is super cheap. The most you spend is on this stuff, depending on how much stuff you need. Like I overspent on my 4 gallons. But what I'm thinking is I always think ahead, like, okay, what if I need bigger ones? What if I get this? What if I got that? So I got some 2 gallons, some 4 gallons, some stoppers. These are called oops or whatever. So basically you pop this in here if you made a mistake, and then it closes off the hose. I got some of the 1/4 inch shutoff valves. I got a bunch of these left, these 90s. These are the straights. I got a bunch of T's that I thought I'd need, but I always buy extras, like I said multiple times. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The only thing I wouldn't advise getting is these. You can get like a 40 pack for like $3, and these are crap. I hate these. I do not recommend them. I recommend getting these. Or if you just really want to do something, go and just grab one of these. That way you just plug it in, stake it, and you're good to go. So I forgot to tell you, and then get one of these. I suggest this. They have ones that are just a punch, and so you just punch it. But this is so much easier. You just click it, put the hose in there, and it's done. I got one of these extras, but I stripped it out because I was pushing it to the limit. Hope you liked it. That was the overview of everything. Yeah, I just think it's awesome. My wife loves it. And those roses that you saw in the beginning were not like that a week ago. Now it's getting water constantly, getting the exact amount of water it needs. It's just boom, popping. And my neighbors across the street, usually theirs are popping. Theirs not popping right now. And I think it's the water issue. So that's it. And those are the roses that we're talking about. They smell amazing. Now the ones across the street, theirs are not popping at all yet, which means ours are popping. Usually theirs are popping. So I'm gonna stand here and wait until I figure out what these are. Those are called hydrangeas. Boom. There it is. I just had to think about it. One thing about my sunshine ligustrums over here is that if it doesn't have direct light, it stays this light color, and then it's super shiny if it gets real good sun. So it's got a different little tone to it. Look great though. They don't call me the lawn push for nothing. So